fact is the winds of change. The winds of change is blowing. And the sun is rising on the career of the biggest wrestler of all time. You think you know my name, but you don't. We're going to get there. I know right now you all have 3 questions. What just happened? Why did it happen? And what happens next? I'm going to answer those. I'm going to break it up for you. We're going to start with what just happened. And I'm going to try to get into what just happened without rambling as to why it happened. Let's go back to the beginning. Kid's in the hospital. I come to visit him. He asked me to sign with the DMVF and be a part of the NWO. I said no. What nobody knows, not even Kid knows, is that at the time, I was negotiating with WWE to be a WWE superstar. All of a sudden, invasion happens. WWE's out of business, and I'm out of the job. So, came back and I said yes. But still, after only seeing that the talent here was immaculate. I really like you guys. I was down to help Kid build the company. Things started going south. You started seeing paper champions. I'm going to get into that later as to why. I got a FedEx package one day. In the FedEx was a phone. Took it out, I opened it. A couple days later it rang. It was Triple H. He said, "I would like to become the highest paid wrestler in wrestling history." It's like, dude, you ain't even got a business. How you gonna do that? He said, "We're working on it." They went to court. The same day Kid was going through his first divorce proceedings with Mercedes, WWE went to court and got reincorporated as a WWF. But under one catch. They said you have to have a wrestler in the top 10 as your sitting champion for you to be incorporated. Now, with WWE being out of business for so long, all the top wrestlers are in the DMVF. You know what the top 10 is. They said, you bring us a championship, we will reincorporate you officially. So at 6:35 this morning, at the time the sun rose over the eastern seaboard, the WWF is back in business. I had my 2 associates at ringside. One was a WWF lawyer, one was a notary public. Once Mike Brown said the decision was official, I signed it and I ran. I got in my limousine, I met the jet, I gave the belt to Vince McMahon, and by the way, that belt is sitting over his mantle, and Stephanie gave me this. Everybody wants to know what's in the bag. What's in this bag is what we all dreamed about when we were kids. Every single person in DMVF dreamed about this when they were a child. Jason Terrell dreamed about it. Brian Green dreamed about it. Gyron Rogers dreamed about it. I know because Gyron Rogers and I both had the same dream. We both looked at TV and said, one day we're going to have this. But you know what? Why I said I was going to be the biggest champion of all time, I wasn't lying. Because I'm not the DMVF champion. Sorry, I'm not just the DMVF champion. I am the WWF World Heavyweight Champion. Do you understand what that means? I am the undisputed champion of the world. Not just the United States, not in the continent, not extreme, but all of that. All of that is mine. When I talk about the respect of my peers, I wasn't talking about y'all. Y'all aren't my peers. I'll take Mike Brown, I'll take Jason Terrell, and I'll screw them to the side. The rest of you are not my peers. Nate is not my peer. Poetry is not my peer. Joker J, and man, you gave me a hell of a match. You were a lot tougher than I thought you would be. I'll give you that. You're not my peer. None of y'all are my peers. Don't OOC me and tell me how my promo game has stepped up. I know that. I don't need you to tell me that. This tells me that. You know who my peers are? Hulk Hogan, the Ultimate Warrior, Randy Macho Man Savage, your idol, Joker J, Bret Hart. Those are my peers. Those are guys on my level, and I am their champion and your champion at the same time. Now, once my contract becomes official with WWE and I leave for good, one of you might become the DMVF champion, but you'll never have this. So take your 5 DMVF titles and your 8 tag team titles and your 8 US championships. Take all of those. Take all of those and know that nobody there will ever have this. Biggest champion of all time. Remember I said that? I delivered. Well, I said I'm gonna shake the world up. You should know that already. I know you shouldn't like listening off the belt. I know you like that motherfucker. How could he? But what are you gonna do, DMVF? You gonna step up or you gonna fall asleep? I'm not like everybody else. I am the champion of the world. And you know my name now. The Big Hurt is gone. It's the Big Swerve. Because none of you saw it coming. You see me in the streets, you be like, what up, Swerve? All I'm going to do is flash this on you and walk away. You know why? Because I did.